Welcome to the Life of KG, your ultimate destination for all things motivation and business insights. Join me, Katie Godfrey, serial entrepreneur and the brains behind the KG brand. Along the way, we'll welcome inspiring guests and share invaluable business tips to fuel your growth journey. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. With that said, let's dive into the world of success together. If you're ready to level up, you need to join one of my masterminds. My clients are getting insane results. One client works from home, has tripled her income, and is now joining the mentoring space. Another client was stuck to her salon floor, but now has retired from the tools, and her team is just running the show without her. Another salon owner had a training academy too and wanted to scale her training academy more than the salon, which she is now doing, and created online courses and created a passive income. If you want to stop winging it and start growing today, then you need to apply. The link is in the show notes. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Life of KG. Today I have my gorgeous client Sam on the show, who has an absolute super salon and training academy based in Essex. And she has an amazing story and specialises in apprenticeships, which is really important for you guys to hear about. So hi Sam, how are you doing?
So excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you.
Yeah.
So give us a little intro, who you are, what you do.
So I'm Sam and I'm the owner of Essex Beauty Aesthetics in Essex. And I mainly specialise in training now. I've been in the industry about 20 odd years. I didn't mean to start in the beauty. I actually started as a trainee accountant.
Oh, wow.
And literally one day I went to have my eyelashes done and I was like, oh, I could do this. I had children, I had my son at the time, and I was like, I'm not enjoying being in an office, it's boring. I booked an eyelash course. And then I had a little cabin in the garden, I did a bit of mobile work, left the accountants, and I was doing that for about 2-3 years.
How long ago was that? When did you start your first course?
20 years? 15?
Wow.
16? I don't know, it's all moulded into one now.
A long time ago.
It was
he was one of the OGs of the lash world.
Yeah. It was such a long time. And in my area, there was only 3 of us, if 2, 3 at the time. No one was doing it. Really? And that's when we could charge a lot of money for a set of eyelashes.
Yes, yeah.
Back then. I just was working from the cabin, and I actually got approached by a big company to be their Essex trainer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and at the time I was like, teach? Oh, teach me? So I did my teacher's qualification and started training for them.
And teaching is what you absolutely love, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what because I was working in my cabin teaching, and I could only have 1 or 2 students in there. And I actually got my first salon, and it wasn't even meant to be a salon. It was meant to just be a training academy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the only reason it turned into that is I was teaching them, and they was like, can we work in the other side of the salon? Like self-employed, can we do some lashes there? And I was like, yeah, fine. And then it just escalated to the point where I had about 9-10 girls working for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then when did you go to the super salon?
So
that was super salon. I've completely renamed the salon to super salon.
That was 3 years ago. So we was in my old salon for a long time. And it's only then when I started introducing more beauty and apprenticeships and things like that into the salon that I needed more space. I needed a training academy, whereas before it was just one room. That was the training academy. I was fully booked with courses 5 days a week. And I was like, right, I need a bigger space now to fit everyone in. It was really, really exciting, really scary. I actually sold my house.
I did what, to fund it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I thought I was a risk taker, but that is ballsy.
I did. I've gone from a little tiny, it was in a shopping centre, my old salon. It was a little tiny, and I used to pay about £700 rent a month, and it was just 2 little rooms. It was one big room, and then it was 2 little rooms, and I converted one side for the salon, one side for the training academy. And at the time I was going for a divorce, and I had this money, and it wasn't quite enough to buy another house, and I was like, I'm going to do it. So I put £120,000 into my super salon.
Wow, but we're not worth it. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I am a bit of a risk taker, but it's paying off. It's hard work, don't get me wrong. I'm stressed. I've got a lot of money invested into this. I've got 2 children. I'm a single mum. But I'm glad I did it.
Do you know what, though? It just proves that where there's a will, there's a way. And if you really want something, like, have the guts and do it. And people must look at you and be like, wow, she's got this academy, she's got this training, look at this massive salon, she's got all this team. Like, you've risked your life to have that. And that's why people don't even get to that point, because they wouldn't even risk getting a credit card or a small business loan. Like, you put your house on the line.
Yeah. I've had clients say to me all the time, oh, you must have loads of money. No, I have no money because everything is in this building.
Tied up here.
Yeah. But it's a good risk. If I didn't get a divorce and I didn't sell my house, I wouldn't have this salon. I wouldn't. But yeah, it's the training academy I always wanted, and it's going the way I wanted it to go. I'm so busy now with training, especially level 2 and level 3. Level 4s is starting to come in now. It's exciting, and now we've got the apprenticeships and the funding and things like that coming through. So it's not been easy. I thought when I got this new salon, I was like, oh, I'm going to get some funding. We're going to get learner loans. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. I didn't realise how hard it was.
Yeah.
That a training academy cannot just go to the government and say, oh, I'm a training academy now. Can I have some of your funding, please? Doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And it was a struggle when going from this tiny little training academy to this great big one with, triple the amount of bills. And I thought, oh, it's okay. The funding will pay for it. Little did I know it's hard to get, and it's a process. Yeah. So we've only just got that within the last year. So we've been hanging on by a thread for a couple of years, waiting for all this to come through.
Yeah.
And it's finally coming through now.
It's been amazing seeing the journey, because obviously you've been doing training for so many years, but you to be like, you know what, I want to do this like a full-time thing. I want training to take over salon, and like it's happening, and it's like, wow, this is all working exactly how you kind of imagined it working.
For a long time, it was the salon was our bread and butter. It was keeping us afloat. And now it's sort of like even out now, which is the last probably 6 months, which is really good. And I've gone from just me being the trainer to I've now got 3 other trainers that have joined me in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's just pushing forward and making it a training academy, making it the college where you want to go. I'm not a fan of the colleges where you go off to college. Apprenticeships is the one for me. It's your in-house training. It's on the job. It's everything you need to know to be in business.
Yeah. I'm really passionate about apprenticeships as well. And I know your business model is different compared to a lot of salons out there, which are mostly, not that they're doing it wrong at all, but there's an easier way of doing it, like you've done, like I've done. Like, tell us how that kind of business model's working for you.
So I built my business on apprenticeships. At the start, I used to hire people that have trained elsewhere, and they'd come in. They'd be okay, but they don't do it the way I do it. I am quite picky. I like it done properly. I like clean work. I like it done a certain way. And when someone's already qualified and been doing that treatments for such a long time, it's so hard for them to learn a different way, or they don't understand. So we did go for a lot of therapists that I was like, I can't do it. It's not the way I want it. There's complaints, or there might not even be complaints. It's just, I just don't like it. I just don't like the way it's done. So I was like, right, I'm going to get an apprentice from scratch, know nothing, and I'm going to teach them my way, the way I want it done. So they'd come in, for the first, 6 to 8 weeks, you're losing money. They're just probably covering their money a little bit, but you're training them up. And and then after a few weeks, they can do pedicures, they can do a waxing, they can do stuff. So you do charge less for them, first of all, enough to cover their wages. Yeah. I think when they come in, first of all, the first thing we get them to do is to do a pedicure, a gel pedicure. Yeah. So their wages is probably, I think it's gone up now, it's about £7-8 an hour you pay apprentice wage. And we'd get £15 gel pedicures in. their diaries would be chock-a-block all day. You know, nobody's too bothered about a gel pedicure. It might not be perfect, but you know, it's 15 quid. And so their wages would cover that treatment. They're getting the experience. Their diaries are full. They're covering their wages. They're getting experience. They're building their columns up. And then, you know, a few weeks later, you might increase that to £20 and then £25 until you sign them off that treatment, and then you move on to another treatment.
Yeah, I think lots of people think they can't charge or even charge full price or even less than full price until that whole apprenticeship's done. And I'm like, you can sign them off. Like, we've always have our apprentices making money. And like I say, the first like 6-8 weeks you might not, but then with any staff member you're not anyway, because clients don't know who they are.
Yeah. We try to get them on, if they're a lasher, they're normally a lasher or a nail person. If I can get them in with me for a couple of days training for lashes, then we offer junior sets of lashes. It might just be a classic set for 20 quid. It's covering their wages, it's getting their experience in. So we're always getting them in, doing tricks, moulding them to how we want them.
Yeah.
And the end goal for us as a training academy is you get the apprentice through the year, then they become like a standard, get them to a senior level. And then that's when I want them to train for me, and they become trainers. And that's how I'm working at the moment. All the people I've got with me have been apprentices with me. They've moved up to a senior member of staff. Do you want to do training? Are you interested? It's progression for them as well. You know,
it's a really good career ladder for them, because lots of people will come into this industry wanting a job and not wanting a business. And they'll start a salon and they don't have the juniors, the standard, the you know, the seniors and all of that to go up the ladder. But then when they do have that, or they have maybe the option to be assistant manager or a manager one day, but then it stops. Whereas you've got the next level then to be a trainer. We done that when we had the training academies. It was like when we recruited, it was that massive plus point that, you know, if you want to be a trainer, like we can put you in that area, like you can become a trainer, and loads of the girls did. And it makes it so much better when you're recruiting, because you're just offering opportunities that others don't.
Yeah. And where we've got access to funding, we've got other courses available. There's like a digital marketing course that we can put our employers on. There's a customer service. There's always funding of something. Personally, myself, this year I'm just about to finish. I'm doing my level 4 mentoring. Even though I have my teacher's qualification, my assessor's qualification, I'm now doing the mentoring course. It's just, I love a course. I'm always on a course. And I like my team member to be on a course as well, because at the end of the day, even if they don't stay with me, you've got these certificates for life, and you can take them and do your own business or go and work for somewhere else. So when I recruit, that's what I say to them. You know, it isn't just we'll get you as a beauty therapist and then that's it. There's progression. You want to be a senior member of a staff. You might want to be a trainer. You might want to be a manager. Like, we can help you along the way. And we've got funding. We've got pots of things, you know. We've got ways to help you. And we've got the experience. Between me and my trainers, there's like 80 years worth of experience between just the trainers that I've got in at the moment and myself.
Yeah.
Like, in all our different areas.
Yeah. And if salons are listening and they want an apprentice, they can get them from you, right?
Yeah, they can get them from me in my area, or you can just go onto the Gov website and you want an apprentice. But I just recommend. I think all salons should have apprentices. They've had a bad rap since COVID coming back. Oh, I haven't got time to train them up. I haven't got this. You know, they're going to cost me money. They're not. And they're eager to learn. They want to learn. They're fresh.
Yeah.
And you mould them how you want them.
Exactly.
That's
what I was
the most
say.
important thing. Yeah.
They literally can be mini yous.
Yeah.
And I think now with obviously minimum wage and everything going up, people are now even more put off on taking apprenticeships. But it's like they're still cheaper than the average person that you're still going to have to train up anyway.
We increased our prices from April for the wage increase, and we've not lost anyone.
No.
And that included our juniors' prices going up. It's been good, and I just love it. That's how I built my business, and so now I'm to the point where I am teaching more, but now I'm getting these other trainers that can come in and teach, and I can slowly start taking a backseat, because I was working 7 days a week, 16 hours a week, and now it's like I don't work weekends since we've come back from Marrakesh. I was like, I'm not working weekends. That's it. So I haven't worked a weekend. Actually, I'm lying. I did one private one-to-one course a few weeks ago. So I've cut back my weekends. And then from September, when one of the girls takes over for me for the level 3 evening classes, I'm going to start pulling back on a Thursday. I'm not going to work a Thursday. And eventually I'm going to start pulling back a little bit. Obviously, I'm always going to have my foot in the door.
Yeah.
But I don't have to do the hours. And yourself, you've got the accounts to do. You've got the wages to do. You've got to look at the figures. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. Now I can start giving it to other jobs to other people and enjoying it a little bit, because it is hard when you're a salon owner. Sometimes I sit to myself and think, do I want to do this? I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of running it. I'm trying to think, like, is there enough information that can go in my brain? And so now where I'm off weekends. So when I go in on a Monday, I'm like, I'm buzzing for this
fresh
week.
Yeah,
I'm fresh. Yeah. Where it's not like, oh, it's Monday again. Oh my God, what's going to happen today?
My book is now out. It's called Get Off the Tools, and it's a #1 bestseller. No matter what stage you're at in business, this is for you. It's honestly changing people's lives with the amount of knowledge and learning that is inside this book. You also get access to a free toolkit, which is really exciting, to help you grow your business even more. But you only get that if you have the book. If you've already read the book, I would really appreciate your reviews on Amazon. It really helps us as authors to be able to sell more books and get this book out there as far, as wide as possible. So head over to Amazon and either buy yours or give it a review. Click below in the show notes to go and grab the link. Yeah, taking them days out, I feel, was so important and so needed. And obviously it takes time to get to that point, especially in this industry. Like, weekends are like a main thing. Yeah. But having the team to support you is huge. I feel that as well, in Marrakesh, there was so many different mindset changes for you. Like, it's like you come back and like you was a completely different person.
I did. And I did add a rocket up my bum when we came back, because one of the questions in Marrakesh, I think it was Amy. It might have been Amy that said it. Are you happy? And I wasn't. And I sat and I was like, I'm not. I don't want a salon. I never wanted a salon. I want to teach. But the salon was keeping us afloat. And then we came back from Marrakesh, and it was just like a light bulb moment for me. I was like, I need to push the training academy. So from Marrakesh to now, I've now got more trainers. I've got more funding. My level 3, I'm running 2 level 3 courses in this period that's due to finish in July, fully booked. I've got a wait list for September. I've now got another trainer covering all my CPD courses.
Amazing.
She starts next month.
To knock that on the head.
Yeah, because I haven't got time for it.
No.
So
isn't that incredible?
And it was. I don't know if I would. Marrakesh was the light bulb moment for me. And it was being around everybody else and listening to everyone else. And I was like, oh, yeah, I want to do that. I'm not happy with this, or I want to do this. And it was just. That's what I will do. I'm a trainer. I've been a trainer for a long time, and it's just took a back seat for the salon.
Yeah. Sometimes we can get kind of bogged down by the things that we just don't love and forget, actually, what was the reason I started it, or what's that passion that actually I'm trying to get to. And then just changing a bit of mindset and switching what we're working on. Proofs in the pudding. You've got a bloody booked up academy with short courses, with NVQs, with apprenticeships. Like, you're doing everything under that academy. It's so good.
It's what I want to do. It's what was always the goal, and now it feels like it's finally coming. Don't get me wrong. It's been hard work. It's been hard work and it's stress, but now things are looking better, and it's doing well.
It's doing really well. Yeah. Really well. Obviously, we've been on a journey for the last 12 months together, which has been amazing. How's your kind of business changed in that point, or how have you changed within that?
Oh, it's everything. The business, myself. I don't think I had much confidence when I was like, I'm a good trainer, and I can do a treatment. And then it was being in the mastermind with everybody, and especially when we went to Marrakesh, and the other masterminders were asking me questions about my training. And I come away and I was like, do you know what? I'm actually a good trainer. I actually do know what I'm talking about. So that was really good for my personal journey. And just being around, no one in my family owns businesses. I was the only one. And something my dad always says to me, he goes, I'm so proud of you. You're so strong. Like, you're the strongest person I know, Sam. And I think am I? Or is it just the people I've got around me? And I think it's just being around other business owners that know exactly what you're going through. They know the highs, they know the lows, they know. I mean, there's questions where some of the girls have said to me, and I've told them what to do, and I think I should take my own advice. So yeah, it's the networking, it's having you on the end of the phone. You know, this has happened, and then most of the time, I know what I've got to do, but just hearing you say it reassures me what I know what to do.
Yeah,
I mean, and I think even though I have been in business for 20 years, you do need a Katie. You do need someone to go, do this, do that. Like, you're doing a really good job, or get rid of this, change the direction slightly.
And I don't think that ever changes. Like you said, 20 years, but that doesn't mean we have to do it alone.
No.
Like, I've always got to have someone there. That's someone that I could be like, this is happening. Or there's times where we feel so vulnerable. Like, it doesn't matter how long or how well business goes. It's like, vulnerable stages will always come in, or those are I'm just going to not open the doors tomorrow and I'm going to close forever. Like, but then you need that person to be like, don't be stupid, get back up. And then you just need that pep talk to be like, yeah, okay, I'm back at it again. Like, say, the rocket up your bum, being around the right people. Like, it's just means everything to a business owner.
It does.
It really
it's
does.
It's the best thing.
Yeah. What's kind of next for you, would you say?
So to continue growing the training academy, I'm level 5 qualified, so that's in my sights. I would start introducing level 5, probably not this year, next year. I'd like to build up the level 2s and the level 3s. It's hard because we're coming round to all the school leavers are leaving school now.
Yeah.
So they're going to be contacting us trying to get apprentice places from September. So it's networking with salons, say to them, you need these, take these on from September. Building relationships still with salons, getting them to understand that, you do need these. They will help your business. They built my business. Apprentices bringing 3 times their wage.
Oh my God, easily as well. Like, it's not even hard. Like, you see what we've got, one's just qualified actually, and then we've got our normal team. And when they're trying to hit targets, it's so much harder for them than the apprenticeships or the ones that have just qualified. Obviously, their wages are lower. Even if it's by like £1 or £2, it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for them to hit targets. They're going to be your money earners rather than your really experienced.
100%, yeah. My apprentices all hit 3 times every single month. My seniors don't. Seniors don't. So it's just pushing forward, keep trying to fill up the courses, get the word out there. It's decent training. It's really good training. Much better than someone going off to college. They don't get that hands-on experience.
Well,
they don't.
You get the NVQ 2s coming through or the 3s coming through, and it's like it's exactly like you're going to be treating someone that hasn't got the experience anyway, because it's so outdated. It's
very outdated. It's very robotic. It's very like I've brought some people before and I said, so why are you doing that? And they go, well, I don't know. Well, you should know why you're doing that. Like, what's the repercussion of you not doing that or doing something? And they don't know. But when you've got apprentices and they're work-based training, they're in the salon, they're learning every day. They're learning how to do the booking system, how to speak to clients, how to clean the wax pot. So many people don't even know how to clean a wax pot when they come out of college. Just basic information, but they're also getting more. They're not only learning off of me, they're learning off the whole team. So you're going to take a bit from this person, a bit from that person, and take it and mold it into yourself. And they just excel so much. And I just love it. I love apprentices. I love work-based training, and I think it's the way forward for everyone.
But anyone within the Essex area, though, they can send their team to you for their apprenticeships, right? And then they're having that level of quality with you.
So they come to us for 1 day a week, term time, that is, and then they do their 30 hours in their salon every week.
I would love it if he was more local to me. How good would that be? You're getting proper staff.
Yeah.
With the standard and everything. So good.
It's good.
How, I know there's going to be academies that almost will reach out to you though and be like, funding, how did you get that?
Yeah.
Like, is it difficult to get funding?
Yeah, so they don't give funding out to new training academies, full stop. You just can't get it. So we've had to become a satellite centre. So we sub-funding off of a main company that's got funding.
So it makes it easier then.
It's easier for us. Is it something I want to do long term? No, because they take 50% of the money.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And is that something you'll be able to go off and do yourself?
Yeah, I will do eventually. There's ways. In part of the satellite centre, right, I do a course with them, and they teach you how to get the funding and how to go out with yourself. But there's a lot involved in that, which I don't know if I necessarily want to go down that route, especially not at the moment, because it's a lot of Ofsteds. It's a lot of information. At the moment, I'm doing very well with the private courses and the apprenticeships that are coming through is ticking us over.
Perfect. So, and then if anyone's interested in courses then, can you just give us a roll off of what courses you offer? Because I know you've got loads of different
everything. Ones. So we do lashes, brows, brow lamp, facials, hydrofacials, laser, lashes, nails, acrylics, gels, bio, like literally everything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Do you do hair as well, or just
the only thing we don't do is hair. But what's really popular at the moment, and everyone's into skin, so chemical peels, microneedling. We also do aesthetics. We do aesthetics as well.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
So we have.
How are you finding with the regulation and stuff coming in though? Like, what's kind of your steps with that?
So I did my level 5, and then I was going on to 7. But where I am so busy with the other stuff, I've taken a massive step back from aesthetics, and I've brought someone else in to take over for me. And then I was starting to teach aesthetics, but I've got a really good friend who's a nurse, and she comes in and now teaches all the aesthetics course for me. So again, it's bringing trainers in and doing the teaching for me. So yeah, I'm really happy just sticking with teaching my 2s, 3s, 4s, and then eventually 5s at the moment. And I've been approached by other companies to do assessing for them, which I like doing. I don't mind doing that. So yeah, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to stay. I think this is where I'm most happy.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so good to see you happy. Like, it's just such a rocky roller coaster constantly being in business. But I have to say, this is the time where I've been like seeing you so content with like how everything's going. Yeah. It's really, really good to see.
I think sometimes you can think, oh, I'm qualified in this, I'm qualified in that. Let's do a bit of this, do a bit of that. And I think finally I've come to the point where I'm like, this is my niche. This is this is what I want to do. I don't want to do it. So I don't do any treatments anymore. I don't do aesthetics anymore. I just purely teach 5 days a week.
How have you found handing over like aesthetics and the odd treatments you did do over to the team?
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's hard. And I still get the clients calling up saying, oh no, I want Sam. And don't do it anymore. Oh, well, I'll go somewhere else then. But Sam has trained this other person up to her standard. Oh, well, I'll go somewhere else then. That I don't get.
I don't get it.
That irritates the hell out of me. But I have trained her. She does it how I do it. I'll go then, I think. Yeah. But you get that with clients as well, with other normal clients. If a lash girl goes, oh, I won't go to somebody else, even though I've trained them and they all they're all, taught the same way. But it's hard letting it go because it was my baby for 3-4 years and I was pretty good at it. But now I think it doesn't interest me. It's not where my heart is.
It's not lighting you up.
It's not. It doesn't. I'm like, oh. But yeah, put me in a classroom full of students and I'm like, yes, love it.
I love that. Got to go with the passion flows.
Definitely. Yeah, it's not all about the money. It really what makes you get up and go in the morning and what excites you, and to wake up on a Monday morning and think, oh, that's all right, I've got this in today. Not I don't want to go to work today.
Yeah.
I can't face it. I haven't been like that since we come back from Marrakesh.
Really?
Yeah. It did get to that point before I was like, I don't want this salon. I don't want the staff. I don't want this. I don't want that. And now it's like, it's okay. I know what I'm doing today. I'm doing my assessing day. I'm doing my marking. I've got my level 3s in. I've got this. It's like, love it.
You got a lot of team. How do you find managing them?
Well, I don't, and I won't take responsibility for that. I'd be lost without Lewis, my manager. He is my manager. He's my PA. He actually said to me last week, he was like, "Oh, don't forget you got your podcast next week." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why?" Like I couldn't get by without him.
Oh, I love that.
He's literally everything. He does the wages, does all the girls' timesheets. I don't know what really goes on in that salon now because he does the one-to-ones. He does everything.
That's so good.
Yeah, he's. I would be lost without him. He's everything.
Oh, so he's grown loads as well into kind of that manager
and I've
role.
made him a trainer. He's his background was nails, and he's one of the best nail trainers I've ever known. He's just insane, and he can manage my life for me. So he's like my second husband.
We're only as good as our team. Like
Definitely.
always, I'm like always employ someone that's better than us, or train them to get better than us.
Yes.
Like we don't have to be the best at what we do. We don't have to be best at treatment. We don't have to be best at doing payroll and managing the team. Like outsource it to someone else within the team. Yeah. Which is them making you be able to do the things that you generally love doing. Yeah. I love it. Where can people follow you?
So we're on all social media, and we've got a website, and it's Essex Beauty Aesthetics.co.uk.
Amazing. We'll put it in the show notes as normal. If anyone's got any questions for Sam that maybe I haven't covered, then please feel free to reach out. If anyone's looking for apprenticeships or any other type of training courses, as you can see, Sam does a lot, then also reach out to her. Fully trust all of her training courses. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I've loved it.
You're welcome.